Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on time zone and when you're watching this video. Today we have a box 2 pawn. Once and again, please do remember that do not pawn any box or do not hack when you do not have appropriate permission. By saying that, I mean to say this video is for educational purposes for you to hone your skills and not to go and do anything malicious or criminal. Having said that, we'll jump right in. Today we have a box named Kioptrix Level 3. There's Kioptrix Level 1, Level 2, and then this is Kioptrix Level 3. Now, we would go on pawning multiple boxes, and our platforms would be Von Hub, Vulnerable by Design. You have free boxes here. We also have, um, let's see, Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. If you check my previous videos, I did a video on Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. So with time, we would keep on free boxes from Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, and Von Hub platforms. The reason we are doing this is because we have explicit permission to hack these boxes. Explicit, I mean explicit permission to hack these boxes. All right. So having said that, once and again, let's roll into the video. So I have both boxes turned on. I will just split my screen for ease of use for me. Okay. So as usual, the first thing you want to do is to scan the network to be sure that everything is available. So the sudo app scan. I like this because this is fast. And at the same time, I'll show you something else that is quite, um, should I call it slow? I'm gonna call it slow. So let's do sudo net discover. This is much more assured. However, this is slower. AppScan does it really fast and it gives you the IP addresses fast. But Net Discover takes its time to do all of that. It takes time to give you. So you see nothing has popped up yet. All right. So we have 10.023, 10.021, 10.022, and then so you can see local administered, locally administered, yeah, unknown, and then 10.0.2.14. All right, so I know the box, I know the IP address of what I want to pawn. All right, first, because if you come down here, this is the machine. So you see it's supposed to give us an IP address 10.0.2.14, as you can see. But let's assume you're on a network and then you have no idea. You would you nmap this and nmap this. This is showing us locally administered. So at least you know these two are not it. Presently, I'm on my home network, and presently on my home network, there is only one device connected presently at the moment, and that is done intentionally. All right, so we have 10.02.14. So I'm going to do two things. So you see this begins to pick. So I'll open a new tab and I'll do something here. I'll split the screen again just for ease. And then, okay, let's collapse this. So let's just use this one for now. So I'm going to do nmap. Remember, it was 14. So put your own IP address. This was 10.02.14. Put your own IP address. This the -pn is not exactly necessary. It's if you want to force a scan. So let's say you run it without a -pn, and it tells you host does not seem on active, alive, whichever, and then you are sure that the host is alive, and then you want to force it further, then you use a-pn. All right, so let's go, and then this begins to go while we come down here. So you see this is picking already. It has picked the box for us. So this is slower, but this is much more assured. All right, so great. So this is done. We have port 22 is open, port 80 is open. um okay, so we have just two ports open, port 22 and 80. Usually when you come, I say port 22 SSH if you do not have a username and an IP address, there's really no need for you to try and do anything on port 2022 if you do not have username and IP address. In this case, we do not have username and IP addresses. And sorry, username and password as the IP addresses. So port 80 tells us that there is a Apache web server running somewhere. All right. So let's IP address 10.02.14. You can copy that, and then on a new tab, I hope you can see my tab, paste and go. Great. So I'll just cause this to be big. I hope you can see this now. All right. So the IP address 10.02.14. Let me see if I can increase this from here. No, there's no way to increase this from here. So I hope you can see this that I'm doing. Great. So Kioptrix level 3, you can download from Von Hub. But this particular one, I was doing something some time ago, a while ago. It's been a long while. And then IT Masters. So as you can see, IT Masters. It's written down here, IT Masters, ITM. All right. And then they compiled or recompiled the box, if you'd allow me to say. They recompiled the box for us, and then we're supposed to pawn the box. And then, since they recompiled it, they would put their own stuffs on it. So that's where I got this from. That's why I was saying IT Masters. Yeah, I'm sure maybe if you get it from Von Hub or somewhere else, you would actually see something different. Great. So having seen that, let's see. Got Gold Security. We've revamped our website, blah 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 blah. For the new gallery CMS we made. So at least there's a new gallery. This is information for us. We are geared towards security. We are so full of ourselves. We are so full of ourselves. This is pride. I'm talking here. We put this on our dev servers just to show how serious we are. Visit our blog for more or cut the chase to see it now. So let's open this in a new link. So we see good security. So let's come down here. Yeah, this is their gallery. Okay. So let's come down. Let's see the blog. If you read through the blog, see they have a new lead programmer. I'm not going to waste the time again. So see there's a link to the gallery again. All right. Just and then so come here and then username and password. Obviously, you can decide to try the default admin, admin, but yeah, it won't work. All right, so when I came in here, this looks funny. You can decide to try a number of things here. Apologies for that, but okay, let's go with something else for now. We see Lotus CMS Administrator, and then we see Proudly Powered Lotus CMS. So if you take Lotus CMS, sorry about that. If you copy, apologies. Let's go back. Let's go back. Good. So if you copy Lotus CMS, okay, I know it's. Let's just search it in a new browser, in a new tab, rather. Okay. So let's do Lotus CMS and then enter. All right, so let's do something like Lotus CMS exploits. At least we've seen Lotus CMS so that we'll know if it's a 0 day, or at least as people would always call it, as some people call it, a 1 day or 2 day, whichever they want to call it. Yeah, you get. So let's do something like that. And then so now that we are here, you can see I've tried to open a number of links. That's because first of all, you should be able to leverage. You should always leverage on information that are available for you. All right. So you see I have three links, hood, the same link. Then Rapid 7 and ExploitDB. ExploitDB should be your friend if it's not your friend. However, presently I think ExploitDB is down. So I'll just open these three links and the one I've opened before. Alright, so Lotus CMS. Oh, ExploitDB is back. Hallelujah. Great. So it was actually down before for a while. I was trying to connect to it for a number of days now. I haven't successfully connected to exploit.db. It always times out. So I think they are back and better. So you see, it gives us remote code execution metasploits. Great. So which means from metasploits you can be able to access it. If you come to Rapid 7, the owners of metasploits, I believe, you'd see how to, yeah, use this particular exploits. This is the exploit to be used, all right? And then show targets, set your targets, and all of those other options. But I want to do something else. You can choose to go these routes, but I'm not going to go this route. So this is, if you want to spin through these routes, you just have to spin up MSF console. Let me show you a bit. So think here. Okay, let's do this. If you want to do that, you just have to do MSF console. When this spins up, this is Metasploit. So it spins up and then you search for the model you're looking for. Then like that. But I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to go through this route. All right. So see the same thing. Lotus, hope you can see this. Lotus CMS 3.0 eval remote code execution. There's even a demo video if you choose to watch. All right. So it has a .ruby file, .sh file, and then you can choose to git clone. All right. In case you don't know how to git clone, let's just do this for the sake of doing it. So you copy this, and then so you can see Metasploit has opened, but I'm going to exit out of this, and I'm going to clear my screen. All right. So in fact, let's open a new tab because I want to now. Okay, let's use this one for now. So for me, I already have a Kioptrix folder. All right. So just so that I know that this is what I'm doing. If you see inside here, I have two different Kioptrix. So this is local CMS. So just for ease of access, because I know I'm dealing with Kioptrix, I put everything in Kioptrix. Right. So if you do not know how to clone that link you copied, this is how you paste it. However, before you paste it, what you should do is to put a git clone in front of it. Then you paste the link, and then when you're done, you hit enter. Yeah, so you see, it already exists. That's for me. Great. So it will now work for you, for me. For you, if you don't have it already, you paste it, and then when it's done, you would have something like this Lotus CMS exploits, right? So I'm going to cd into Lotus. Just do a Lotus CMS exploit. If you ls, you have a Ruby file, you have a .sh file, and you have a README file. If you choose to readme file, you're free to do so, but I would not be doing that. Since I'm seeing this color, I know that the mode has been changed. Usually when you see this, you know that it has been given um highest level permission, permit me to say that. So either chmod plus x has been done. That's what it means. Chmod plus x, and then the name of the file has been put in front of it. We would see something like that in this box when we're doing privilege and escalation. All right, so at this point, what I want to do is just to do Lotus. All right, so you see that. Okay, let me just completely type in Lotus RCE. So that's literally Lotus remote code execution dot sh, then http column // then dot 0 dot 2 dot 14. All right, so not 7. Right, so first of all, let's cancel this. Right, and let's clear our screen. So we have this here. So let's do a ./lotus rce .sh, and then we hit enter. So it tells you, it gives you the usage. So it's either use something like so this is usage lotus rc.sh target lotus cms path. So it's telling you either kioptrix.com or IP address. All right, so let's do that again since I already have it. Okay, so http 14. All right, so let's go. So path found. Now check for vulnerability. So regex found, regular expression found. Site is vulnerable to PHP code injection. About to try and inject reverse shell. What IP address to use to inject? That would be my Kali Linux IP address. All right, so guys, at this point, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to do this on a different tab just for ease. So I'm going to cancel this so that we can see what's actually happening here. All right, so I'm going to do this. Okay, sorry. I'm going to do Control Shift plus 5 times. I'm going to do it again. One, two, three, four, five. 5 times here. We're having to do this 5 times here. So if you come here and you see what I just splitted my screen for ease of access. So I'm going to sit into Kioptrix again. And then there's Lotus CMS. I hope you can see my screen though. Let me increase this by one and also increase this by one. Alright, so I have a dot forward slash Lotus. Sorry guys, the reason why I've seen an open fork over there is because it's something I had done most recently. I was trying to check for something on the level one. So I said if you check this, you see so if you go back a bit, you see level one right here and then Lotus CMS. So what I want is Lotus CMS. So apologies, let me do this. So we have Lotus CMS and then yeah, what IP address to use? That will be our Kali Linux IP address. Excuse me. So we have 10.0.2.4, which is my Kali Linux IP address. Proof is if config eth0 10.0.2.4. Alright, so for IP address to use 10.0.2.4, what port? Let's go with 4444. So if you come through here, netcat, okay, say, okay, open your local listener and choose the method for back connection. This gives you a reverse um connection, yeah, a backdoor, if you may. It creates a backdoor for you. These are multiple ways to gain backdoor, or you can choose five to exit. Excuse me. So I'm going to come here. I'll press one, but if I hit enter, I'm going to come here and open a listener. It says open your listener. All right. So there's already a port 444 standing waiting. So this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to hit one inside of here. So quickly, the moment I hit one, you notice something pops up here. Great. So who am I? Dot data. But there's actually nothing showing up for us. It's not something that looks really beautiful. So we have to make it really interactive and something that looks really beautiful. So come and spin up a CMS shell. So spawn a TTY shell. Spawn a TTY shell. Spawn a TTY shell here. So I have my TTY shell spawn up. Alright, so you see. I have the code copied rather. So usually what you'd want to do is if you look at that TTY shell, yeah, so sorry about that, guys. So if you look at this TTY shell, it's a bin slash sh. It's supposed to be a bin slash bash because what you want is a bash shell. That's the reason I copied it to my text editor so that I could be able to complete it bin slash s bash, not bin slash sh. All right, so we would paste this here and hit enter. Great. So it gives us a TTL shell. Um, how do I explain this? Okay, I'm coming. Let me see if I can be able to explain. The first thing to do is to use. So this TTL shell gives you a, permit me to call it a user-friendly shell. Yes, on the terminal. A TTL shell allows you to have a user-friendly shell on the terminal. Something terminal. I've forgotten what TTY means, but it has to do with terminal as well. So you can choose to do ls. Now we see it's the same thing, but at least it's much more prettier. All right, it's much prettier. So now we could try to, since we have a shell here, there's almost nothing that we can do here. So let's try to do something. Let's seed into something. Let's seed into gallery ls. Okay, So G gallery. No, we saw a gallery. That's why gallery is in my head. So let's cut G config dot php. Great. So I should have done this in a different tab. I'm sorry, guys, but I wanted you to see how it works. All right. So great. So we are seeing something already. From here, installer details. Enter the full paths. Full path slash gallery do not include a trading forward slash Kioptrix level 3 forward slash gallery. And then we have local hosts, database gallery, roots, and visa. Okay, so but we came here and we saw gallery forward slash gallery, and this does not give us any form of link. And then it gives us something said local hosts. All right, so let's try something else. So you come here and you force the IP address. You're going to force this IP address. You're going to do the all right, so I'm just going to change the IP address 10.02.14. All right. So the reason I'm doing this is because it's telling us where's that tab? Yeah. So it's telling us something. Gallery freak path. It says Kioptrix level 3 forward slash com. So that's supposed to be the path, but we saw it and there was no username login details. So which means something is missing. Especially when you come here, you see MySQL. So we know that there's a PHP, MySQL database hidden somewhere. Database name is gallery. All right, at least we see my SQL, so we know that there's something hidden somewhere that these guys are not telling us. All right, so we've seen information from here. So let's see if this guy. Oh, great! This guy gives us a PHP admin, so I think we can cancel this. Dotbuster is one directory busting tool. There are multiple directory busting tools that you can have access to. So we see um catch core. You can choose to go into all of this. I'm not going to do all of it. We just did this modules and PHP my admin. So I'm just going to copy this one, copy link address, and I'm going to come and paste it. Since you are done with this, I'm going to come and hopefully this goes. No, it doesn't go. So let's paste this on the tab itself. So great. So we see we have a PHP my admin. So we have username and password. So what is our username and our password? We have gallery roots and visa. So let's paste roots and visa inside of here. So we have roots, we have visa. Great. So you see we have access to it. So we just first of all, we've gotten access to roots and visa here. Apologies for that. Used PHP extension, blah blah blah. And then if you remember, it gives us another information. So the database is gallery from here. Database gallery. So we come back here and go to gallery. So we see gallery, and then we see dev accounts. So let's click into dev accounts. Great. So we see dev account has two users, Dreg and Lone Ferret. Right? So since you're done with this, guys, I could just be switching the tabs. Let's go to Crack Station. Crack Station, instead of using Hashcat, you can use Hashcat. You're using multiple password cracking tools and all of that. But since we have a username Drake and we have his password, let's see what Drake would give to us. So paste this and okay. Blah, blah, blah. I hope that was correct. Okay. Um, okay, that was all. I hope. So Greg gives us master. So you can copy this and paste. I have this pasted somewhere else. You can now come back here and do for however you want to pronounce this name, learn first. So we do the same thing. I'm not a robot, hope it doesn't ask us to fill shit. Motorcycles, verify, and then crack hashes. So it gives us another, apologies for that, please. So it gives us another Star Wars. Sure. Great. So now we have Star Wars hanging here. And then You get Star Wars is here. So we can go back. I copied Star Wars as well. So now we can try to see what can happen. So let's see something. What can we do? I saw a login.php. Oh, great. So hash include. So now that we have username and password, remember we had SSH open. So now it's time to try SSH. So I'm going to split this again and I'm going to increase this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. So SSH drag at 10.0.2.14 and then SSH loan ferret at 10.0.2.14 to hit enter here. Are you sure you want to continue? Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Yes. So password. So hit this as well. This is asking for password. So what was the password? I have mine copied here. So drag is to master. I'll just copy this and then I'll paste this and hit enter. Great. So we have access. Loan ferret is to I think that's an easy spell. Star Wars. Great. So ls really. So drag there's nothing here. ls dash la. Great. So you see we have hidden directories. All of them are hidden directories. It has a dot in front of them. All right. So if we want to cd into any of these directories, is restricted. Cd into dots also restricted. Great. So let's come here. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Great. So we see we have what's it called? Lone ferrets having check sec.sh and company policy. So first thing I want to do is to just run check whatever this is. All right, so it gives us an option, blah 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 blah. And now let's cut company. Okay, so please use sudo ht. So let's do sudo ht error opening terminal. All right, so remember, googling is your friend. Don't get tired of googling. Copy selection. I'm not a robot. Hopefully, it doesn't tell us that. Paste this, and then so Stack Overflow, a hub for programmers. So just come down, come down, come down, blah 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 blah. Oh, great. So someone said on Red Hat, this worked for me. It's a Linux terminal. So let's do this. Copy this and let's paste this here. So that's the sudo ht again. Oh, great. So this time around we got it. All right, guys. So I only have one problem in this place. I'm not able to use my keyboard. So probably if you know how I can be able to use my keyboard, please do leave it for me in the description or in the comment section, I mean. So I would always usually come here and use soft keyboards. All right. So from here, go F3 and we are going to search for sudo file slash etc forward slash. So now we are in the configuration files, guys. We are in the configuration file, remote code execution. Great. So there are two ways to do this, guys. Um, there are actually two ways to do this. So if you look down here, you would see um, user privilege specifications. Roots has all access. Lone Ferrets has also looks like he has all access as well at the same time. All right, so you can choose to either add this. There's something you add in front of it, or you can choose to erase everything that is here and then give it the same user privilege. All right. So whichever you want. So which one do you guys think we should use? Apologies, guys. I ha I'm having some form of cold, so I apologize for that. Please forgive me. I have some form of cold. So let's see what you can add. So there is my keyboard, um, soft keyboard. Great. So from here you can choose to move your mouse. Okay, let me just do this. Great. So you can hear the code in my voice, so I apologize, guys. All right, so it's not intentional. So you can pull a comma, then you add something like this. Um, bin slash sh. And this will allow you to run. So when you run it, you have to use sudo / bin slash sh. All right, and then this will give you access to it. All right, so let's use this one, or you can choose to actually remove everything and just do a sudo like this one. Yeah. So, but let's use this guy. All right. And then now let's save and let's get out of here. So that will be Alt F, save, and Control X. Is it Control Z? Sorry, to get out of here. Great. So now that that's gonna say C stopped, learn first stop. So we do sudo bin sh. Great. So we have something here. Let's do who am I? You see, we are root. So now let's see the into root ls. So we see our flag here. All right. So this is then we can now cut our flag. Sorry. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just copy this. Copy selection and paste selection. Great. IT Masters. Yeah, remember I said it from IT Masters. IT Masters. Yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoyed the box. Apologies for those interruptions from my mail and my WhatsApp account. All of those things. I would fix that. So be sure to fix that before spinning up the next video on YouTube. All right. So if you did enjoy the video, do leave a like, a comment, a share. I will be turning more boxes. All right. So if you did enjoy the video, please subscribe and then do all of those things. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching and bye.